Welcome to another week of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, Lethal Quarantine episode. Who knows, because the days are running fucking together.
Six.
Who does that? It's this. 6. Lethal Quarantine episode 6. And the 4 horsemen are riding once again. We're on a streak. This quarantine has us riding high on a high streak of all 4 of us being on the show together at once. Glorious.
But yeah.
Gotta get it. Joining me as always is none other than the Wizard of Oz cup chugging Grandma Wendy, Miss Latina Heat herself.
Naked Grandma! Naked huh?
Latina Heat!
We are also joined by the man of many forms. He looks like a lot of different people, we've come to find out. Not only does he look like Bobby from Sons of Anarchy, but he also looks like the fat comic book store owner from The Simpsons, the hobo clown himself, Jose.
I can't see. You're making me laugh.
And also, I am joined by none other than the soundboard extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of none, Dom.
The 16-time champ. I had to get that one.
Hey, yo.
And I am none other than the MJF scarf wearing, the high class being, the man, the myth, the legend, Bruce.
I am better than you.
The creator.
Now, on a more serious note, I'd like to ask everyone that watches us, that follows us, to please listen to this message and reach out. Us, the admins, the people of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, we are putting together a GoFundMe page for one of the most charismatic, the most electrifying, even more than The Rock, the salt of the earth himself, MJF. This man is hurt beyond words. He needs our help. He
can't even do it.
He needs our help.
Hashtag
I'm tearing up.
I promised myself I would cry.
This man means everything to the world of wrestling.
The salt of the earth.
He has an injury that we don't know if he's going to recoup from.
We don't know
I've had a
hangnail
hangnail.
Rehab that he has to go through to get back in the ring. Please go to Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook. Go to our Twitter page and hit our GoFundMe for MJF to help him recover from his major injury. Thank you. Dom, the show is yours.
I need a minute too now because this song is so sad. I've had a hangnail in the past, and the rehab is hell. So please find us at Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook. Hit us up at Top Rope WT. Help this man. We need MJF back. One more time. I need a minute. Somebody talk.
The salt of the earth may never be the same.
He's still better than us, damn it.
Better than
Just keep him in your prayers. If you can't donate to the GoFundMe, keep him in your prayers. Please. Light a candle for him tonight and pray extra hard for him. Dear Saint Selena, keep him safe.
Nobody is better than you, Maxie.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, Dom, what do we got going on, pal?
Lord, we're
man,
going to hell.
We are already there.
We've been there.
When we're not on this call, we're already there.
We live it every day.
Walk outside. No, that's not what we have in store for you on this show. We don't I promise, if Lucifer shows up, I'm running and the show's over, so fuck that. But we do have several topics on the good old Wheel of Wrestling to my left next to these two beautiful titles. And I'm going to give it a spin, and we're going to discuss some of the more current topics in wrestling, mostly AEW and WWE, because hell, what else is there? So,
yeah, unfortunately, that sucks.
Man, I know. I forgot to fucking lube this bitch too, so let's hope she spins.
That's what she said.
What do you know? No lube.
He went dry.
She loose.
She stayed lubed. That's a good thing. All right, and that's not the topic, by the way. The topic is true
lube or no lube. No, I'm kidding.
That's a whole other.
No,
well,
that's not even wrestling related.
You're actually close on this one, Brucey, because the topic is true fans only, and it goes back to JR putting out a tweet in support of a person he's known for a long time, a woman named Tammy Lynn Cinch, who you may know as Sunny, and he wanted to. What is Wendy messaging us?
We got a show going on, Wendy. You could have waited till we were over.
No, I could not.
Send it in the group chat. Like, really? We're right here.
It's gotta be like a giant penis bong or something.
It's gotta be. I don't know. But anyway,
all right. Back to what we were.
So Tammy Lynn Cinch, aka Sunny, JR put out a lovely tweet trying to support her, saying everyone should go sign up to her True Fans Only.
OnlyFans.
What?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sign up for her OnlyFans webpage, and I guess
he called her an entrepreneur.
Yeah, he really did, and wow, that's crazy. I didn't know this either, JR, so I don't feel bad, but turns out it's a porn site, and
yeah, Jim, you just told the wrestling world and everybody to go sign up for Sunny's homemade porn.
Haven't we already seen enough of Sunny's homemade
porn? Like she should. This is almost like it should be like it's getting at a point where it's like
people are into the oldies. So,
yeah, like almost like elderly abuse.
I mean, Nina Hartley is still doing it, so.
Isn't it bad enough that like
if you don't know who Nina Hartley is, kids,
look her up.
Don't look her up.
Elvira, I mean,
she'll teach you a thing or two.
Elvira's old as her, but she's hot. That's all. She's been around since I was like a wee little psycho, and she's still hot. But I don't know about me. And on top of it, like, yeah, you just told the whole world of wrestling fans and otherwise, like, hey, go check out her porn site.
Oh.
Oops.
Jose's doing it right now.
No.
Like, and because I saw the tweet and the post, like it shows like the cover of her OnlyFans page, and it says at WWE Hall of Famer Sunny on her OnlyFans page. This is
so again,
so Vince, you won't put China in because she
I was just about to say that.
Come
so
on,
we're gonna let.
Great minds, bro.
But Sunny's in there, and she's got WWE HOF Sunny
all over
on a porn page, all over.
I wouldn't be surprised
everywhere.
if she's doing.
She could
with
be
the ring on too.
No, we
the ring
all
on,
know
like,
it's
working
not
herself.
Vince.
For all we know, because we're
Stephanie.
not checking it right now, even though I may check it for show purposes later. For all we know, she could be like live on a webcam right now on top of a shitting table, and you got her in the Hall of Fame. But China can't be because China did porn. Bullshit. China can't be because China was fucking Triple H.
Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, folks.
That's the fact, Jack. That's the fact, Jack.
Sponsored by Top Rope. No, we don't sponsor shit because we don't have any money. But if we did,
right?
Folk.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I feel for Jim, but at least he was trying to help a colleague
He
out.
had no idea what he was
didn't know.
doing.
He didn't know.
None. Oh my god.
I'm sure Cody got on the phone after he saw that and said,
What the hell, Jim?
Hey, JR, that's porn.
He's an old man. He's an old man. He looks at porn.
Cody said to JR, I knew that shit was porn all along. Brandy told me like a month ago.
I'm pretty sure he had a good laugh about it though.
It is funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. It's also one of those old, and give Jim credit. He's loyal because when was the last time he worked with Sonny?
That's true. It's very true. Yeah. He's just trying to help his entrepreneurial friend pay her bills.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since the Attitude Era.
But
that's one of the only businesses. That page is one of the only businesses where you ain't got to leave your house in the lockdown and you can make money.
You pay your bills, and you're set.
That's got me thinking. No, I'm kidding. All right, after the show, excuse me while I let this out.
I would like to apologize for that.
Dom's going to be throwing out his OnlyFans page on Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Twitter before we fucking know it. We're like, what the fuck?
And the only
person to do it. I'm broke.
The only person donating anything will be Kathy. She's the only one that's going to be throwing shekels.
If I can't get an unemployment check, I got to make money somehow. That's all I'm saying. I'm not sensible. Help me. Fuck MJF. We need a GoFundMe for me.
There's nothing more American than being a self-made entrepreneur.
Yeah, please send some money to my GoFundMe. I know I'm stupid.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. I mean, you were trying, but yeah, maybe not the best idea. That's all. It's
many blessings, Jim.
Funny. It proves your loyalty, but man, wow.
Yeah, how about no?
Hey, if he knows what he was doing.
If you've seen this and you actually are alone at home, you might have some new place to visit.
There you go.
Well, LSU quarterback went to the Bengals in the first pick. Side note, not wrestling related.
Big shock. That dude's fucking amazing. Of course, in Cincinnati, he will die a slow death. But
okay, so what do we got on the wheel?
Yeah, now that we've done our impromptu draft analysis,
on the wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Okay, the next topic is where will Tua land? No, I'm kidding. Actually, it's close. The next topic is XFL. No. And it's the sad saga that has become the XFL, and it's not even their fault.
It could have been.
Because they came back and they were so much better than the original. They had some great rules. I love the whole behind-the-scenes shit when they were like talking about challenging plays and reviewing, and you heard the referees talking to the guys in the booth.
Houston had a good team, actually.
Houston was undefeated. I mean, they really did well. And then 5 weeks into the season, and all this lockdown stuff started. A couple of guys got COVID, and they shut the whole thing down. And they had been talking for weeks about expanding it next year. Then they went and filed for bankruptcy. Well, Vince McMahon filed for bankruptcy, which is like, can you even do that?
He learned from his friend.
From the president. But here's the thing, like it was doing really well. For what it was doing really well.
It really was.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got bailed out and come back next year.
I wouldn't either. It was
or even if they come back in 2022.
I'll be honest.
I would not be surprised.
It was very enjoyable to watch. I used to sit down and watch it every weekend. I really liked what was going on. Houston did have a great team. PJ Walker, their quarterback, was tremendous. I remember him from Temple, and so to see him get a shot, I was like, yes! And all that got him a spot on the Carolina Panthers, so congratulations.
No, they had like 20 guys get fucking picked up from the agency out of the XFL.
I was wondering about that. Thank you for answering that.
I was going to say a few dozen at least, but then, of course, they shut down. They claimed bankruptcy. This week, Vince McMahon ended up terminating the commissioner of the NFL, Oliver Luck.
XFL.
XFL, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Oliver Luck. And Oliver is actually the father of Andrew Luck from the Indianapolis Colts, if you remember him. Well, Oliver has come back and sued Vince McMahon for wrongful termination. Because it's not like his fault that the place up and went bankrupt. He can't come up with a cure for coronavirus, or we wouldn't be sitting here either.
There was probably some sort of breach of contract.
Well, no,
involved,
even if there was a cure, we'd still be sitting here.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe. I mean, if Oliver Luck came up with it, he might actually send it around so we could come back to XFL games and start the season again. And then maybe he would have kept his job. But two things from this. If you watched the NFL, or the XFL, did you enjoy it? And do you think Oliver Luck stands a chance in this lawsuit against Vince McMahon?
Yes and yes. I think Luck's going to win.
I concur.
I think you will too.
I think Luck's going to win, and I think Vince McMahon is literally in some deep, deep financial fucking trouble. And if WWE isn't sold within the next year and a half, I will be very fucking shocked.
Oh, yeah. I was saying Vince McMahon was in financial trouble long before this lockdown because he had some bad days financially, and they were reported. You can go back and Google them. Like, I lost $1 billion in a day, or my stock just hit the floor, and now I'm out a bunch of millions of dollars too. Or, I just put $500 million into the XFL after I lost $1 billion. Now I'm lost out on WrestleMania, and I'm losing out on my live shows and everything else. He's losing money left and right. I know coronavirus is one of the reasons he released all these, superstars that we talked about from the firing squad, but it's not the only one. It really isn't. They're using it as an excuse, but it's not the only reason that he was letting those people go. There is no such thing as too big to fail in wrestling. There really isn't. Ask WCW if you can find them. Oh, wait, they're on the WWE network. They were pretty big, and they went under pretty quick. And honestly,
because they were giving big money guaranteed contracts to people that didn't fucking deserve them. What's Vince doing right now? Oh my
Brock Lesnar,
God. Big money contracts to people that don't deserve them?
Right? We saw, what was it? He gave Brock like $14 million. And
he's going to be giving fucking Oldberg fucking more money?
Well, he gave
one show in a year?
He gave Willie G like 6 already. And they wanted more money. And he was, and so I'm hoping he said, fuck you. But at the same time, if he didn't, then maybe one of these days in the near future, we might see Tony Khan in the middle of a Raw ring. Like, guess what, guys? I just bought your shit for 18 now and laters and the change jar I had on my dresser. I own you all.
Nope. Vince will sell to Disney before he sells to fucking Tony.
Yeah, but he might not have a choice. That's the thing.
No, he will. Vince will be so stubborn, he'll never sell it to another wrestling company.
But I gotta be honest, bro. If you look at the stuff Disney's bought, clearly don't know what the fuck to do with it. So stay out of wrestling. Like they don't know shit about Star Wars. They don't know shit about sports. Keep the hell away from my wrestling. It'll be worse than what we have now. Mickey Mouse will be the Universal Champion in 3 weeks after Disney buys it.
Bye-bye, Fiend.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Fiend. Hello, Donald Duck. Fuck.
No, the Fiend will still be there.
Not if Disney buys it.
He'll just be friendly.
No, it'll be just Bray Wyatt without the Fiend. It'll be the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt.
It'll just be hi, guys!
If I may, back to Oliver Luck, he's not gonna... No, he'll probably settle it. I doubt that will make it to court. And even if it did, I'm sure McMahon has... Or the corporation, WWE, has attorneys that could bury him in paperwork. And the amount of motions that could be filed... exhausting just thinking about it. As for everything else, no, WWE will be fine. Money-wise, they're making good money, allegedly.
They were. I don't know if they are now.
Well, apparently, what I've been reading this whole last time while y'all were chit-chatting, revenue jumped 60%, earnings swing from a loss to more than $26 million in profit as Vince McMahon declares bankruptcy for XFL and cuts wrestlers. So all these cuts have actually been saving them money, and they've actually been making money off the network and other stuff that they've been doing, like the shows with Netflix and things like that. So it seems like they're actually making money.
Listen, I mean, if your
shares are down, but they're still making it.
Well, that's me. If you're it's one thing to be making money, but if you've lost all this money and your shares are down and all this other stuff, in the long run, that money you made is just going back to cover your losses. I mean, they made $26 million. Vince stuck $500 million into the XFL.
Well,
okay, so now you're at negative. So now you're at negative $474 million. Good job, Vince. Shrewd.
Vince, I would not be surprised if there isn't another round of cuts coming.
I wouldn't either. I mean, we had.
I'm pretty sure there will be.
Because here's the thing, they still kept Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Come on, I love them as a tag team. I love the Fashion Police. They're fucking amazing, but they don't use them.
Do I need to say?
They have such a.
Hope they fire the fucking New Day too.
Do I need to say? Please pray for Tyler Breeze and Fandango to get on TV.
Yeah, talk about three guys that are underutilized. The New Day. Yep.
Underutilized? Are you?
Yeah, Big E should have been goddamn champion.
I am gonna fucking fly down to Houston, take that.
Don't
water
even get
bottle,
me started on
Xavier
Xavier
Turn that
Woods
sideways and stick it up your candy ass if you think that they're fucking underutilized. 8-time tag team champ. Go fuck yourself.
Get your popcorn.
Underutilized.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. The one that's underutilized, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods.
Go on.
Because he's injured.
Well, no, even before.
No, he's underutilized in general.
You can try to defend the New Day all you want, but I'm going to say this, and you can't change my mind. There's no way they deserve to jump the Dudleys. Sorry.
Nope.
None.
Nope. They never will because they've only won WWE gold together.
No, I know,
Dudleys
but I mean,
have gone all over the world.
No, right now, New Day has 8 title runs in WWE. The Dudleys have a record 9. So if they were to lose it and win it again, they'll tie. If they, and again, they'd pass them. They have no business passing the Dudleys. None. For starters, the Dudley Boys were a tag team, straight up, from every other promotion they had ever been in. The New Day were the first.
Fucking tissues up your ass.
The New Day were the first hodgepodge tag team that they stuck together and made a big deal out of, and then they did it over and over and over again.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was the three of them that came up with it.
They randomly
they didn't come up with the New Day.
Which one of those started? Wait. Which one of those started their careers in WWE as a tag team? None. Not a one. The Dudley Boys were a tag team from ECW through WCW through WWE into TNA over everywhere. They were a hodgepodge group put together because they had an idea one day after their singles careers failed. Big difference.
Start the New Day in WWE, coming out of the developmental.
They weren't always the New Day though. They were out on their own. They weren't getting jack done.
No, I'm just. Did Xavier Woods ever have any matches that wasn't a part of the New Day?
Yeah. You don't remember Constance Creed in TNA?
No, I'm talking about in WWE.
Yeah, he had matches outside of them, and then they recruited him. No,
he recruited Big E and Kofi.
Oh, I thought it was Big E.
No.
It was
way.
Xavier started it.
Either way, they were all singles competitors who came in to form a hodgepodge group and won a bunch of tag titles. And from there, we got a bunch of other random hodgepodge tag teams. And that's pretty much what went wrong in WWE's tag team division. It all started with that.
Look, they only have one real tag team left in WWE, and that's the Usos.
I mean, even Miz and Morrison had tagged up before. Never forget the WWE incarnation of ECW. Ugh.
They're doing it again.
No. Really?
No, you're right. They're not. I just wanted to get your reaction.
Oh no, you don't want that reaction. You don't want that reaction. It'll take the whole show. But yeah, I'm sorry. They don't deserve to jump the Dudleys for any kind of tag titles ever. Okay, so
all right. Anyways, After that moment of silence, Wendy, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm enjoying listening to you guys and how this conversation's deviating from McMahon's Millions to
the
New Day title reigns.
That's just how we roll. You should know this by now.
Oh, I know this. That's why I enjoy just listening
Up
to
the New Day. Bruce, get the tables.
Please remember, pray for MJF.
You're gonna make me do this again. And pray the Dudleys never pass.
Why? Our prayers.
Why? Haven't we been?
You know what? Oh my God, that's what I should do at work. Just add them to the prayer circle. Be like, can you guys please pray for Maxwell Jacob Friedman? It would be greatly appreciated. Pray that his career is not over.
Yes, you have
to. You need to do that.
I really should.
And as soon as I can get my because Jesus, this went off the rails. Where'd you go? Wheel's always out of reach when I don't want it to be. All right, here we go.
No, retire in peace.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Thank you.
The next topic is best Dynamite ever. And this stems from the tweet Tony Khan put out earlier this week saying that next Wednesday's Dynamite might be the best one ever made.
It didn't say ever made. It said it was going to be better than last week's and the best of the pre-taped.
Oh, okay. So best
not the best Dynamite ever, but the best of the pre-tape that they've got.
Okay, fair enough. My bad. Now even that being said, they've had some damn good pre-taped episodes. I don't think they've had a bad one yet.
Goddamn Pineapple Pete's waiting for Jalapeno Jose to show up so they can have a tag team.
Hey, it's Coconut Joe.
Either way, it's a win.
Either way, he's waiting. He's got about 87 more days. No,
82.
More trash.
82.
My bad. 82. I forgot last week. My bad. 82. Until no way, Jose.
Jalapeno Jose. Jalapeno
Jose.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Coconut Joe. But yeah, there have been some very good pre-taped empty arena Dynamite shows. What are the chances that this one ends up being the best yet?
I'm just trying to figure out what's gonna make it the best one yet. I mean, let's see what we know so far about next week. We got the semifinals.
Right.
Yes.
Both semifinal matches.
Right.
For the TNT title. What else do we know?
Jericho's going to be on commentary?
Do we know that?
Yeah. I don't think we know that.
On commentary.
Well, I mean, he's been the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And I think Matt Hardy called him out to come to the compound again.
He called out Guevara. He called out Jericho, and Jericho didn't answer and then he called out Guevara for talking shit. So the Spanish God might be at the Hardy compound next week.
That could be big.
That could be it. That would be good.
That could be pretty epic.
And we may have number 10 make his debut from the Dark Order.
Oh yes, the next Brock, you mean?
No, it's not that kid. It's not that kid.
I thought it was because they talked about his football background, how he almost won the Heisman. I thought it was the same kid.
It's somebody else.
I'm pretty sure it's the same kid, which I'm fine with because I don't want. There is no. Let's be honest. There is no next Brock. You know, there just isn't. He was a freak. There's never going to be another. There's never going to be another Brock Bork, whatever you want to call him. You know, so if they decide to put that kid in the Dark Order and have Brody kind of show him the ropes and protect him a little bit because he's green, cool. You know, like that could be kind of epic.
Apparently, it's someone. Number 10 is going to be Preston Vance.
Yes, that's exactly who it is. He's got his
Okay.
pictures up on Twitter already, but he has a mask on.
Yeah, he posted
He's
something
got a
on Twitter.
Dark Order mask.
Yeah,
I've gone unnoticed. I've gone unnoticed for far too long. Thank you to everyone who has been there over the years, but more importantly, thank you, Mr. Brody Lee. Hashtag
Oh, yeah.
AEW.
And by the way,
don't
that
even
whole ass vignette where he's looking at the note of it from his girlfriend or fiance saying bye and all this stuff going down the drain, and then he meets up with Brody and gets the mask and all. That was just mwah. That was beautiful. Like fuck man, AEW knows how to do this shit. I don't know how, other companies, because I don't want to make Jose mad, can't figure this shit out.
Other people's.
Oh, he's flipping me off. Time for the No Way Jose theme. No.
Please.
No way.
Jose. No way. Jose.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to. I can't really. What if there's a freaking debut that we don't know about?
Or something. Yeah.
There might be.
What if the Revolt shows up?
False.
That's what the Revival is called now.
No,
That's their new name, is the Revolt.
I'm wondering, do they pick up if they do come in Revival, whatever you want to call it, if they do come in, do they just pick up like their old feud with the Elite / Bullet Club members in AEW with the whole fuck the Revival thing? Or
FTR.
Yeah, because they kind of took that and ran with it. Yeah, fuck the Revolt.
It works.
Maybe they come in.
Those guys actually got to what is it? Fucking what the hell is it called? Copyright? Is that it? They own
Trademark?
the rights to
Trademark.
They own the rights to FTR.
FTR, yeah.
That's a good idea.
They own the rights to it.
Maybe they just come in with like hashtag FTE on their back. Fuck the Elite.
But from what I've heard about them and what's been going on since they've left is that they want to go to AEW, but they also fucking fly. They also want to have an open contract to be able to also work with NWA as well.
That would be cool.
They want their main
see
focus to be AEW, but they also want to work in NWA as well. Yeah.
I would like them in NWA. They fit perfectly with what that company is trying to do. So when
maybe they can bring Marty over.
Oh my God, he's a kid at Christmas again. I want Marty. I didn't get Marty. Fuck!
All his friends are
Damn it, Mom, this isn't what I asked for.
That's what he's gonna have. Hashtag
trash.
Hashtag FMS. Fuck Marty Scar. No, I can't. I can't knock AEW when they say there's something big coming. They kind of back it up.
Yeah.
So, it just makes me more excited for Wednesday, especially after catching up on NXT mostly from the last couple of weeks. I still can't believe what they named Killer Cross. I'm not.
What is it? It's like
Karrion Cross now. It's not
Karrion Cross. Yeah.
Carrion.
What?
Yeah.
Karrion Cross.
Hey,
Karen Cross.
It's Karen.
Karen.
Why the fuck would you name
Karen.
him Karen? Why?
Wait, Carrion is dying. It's the rotting flesh of animals. Why would you name him the rotting flesh of animals?
Because they can't say killer.
But any other word but that. It's like, what is this? Are we like naming him by Addams Family conventions? Is he the next cousin?
Couldn't you just call him Cross? I mean, like, we all know who he is. Couldn't you just took Killer out? Like, did you have to name him Karen?
Just name him Fester to
hey,
rot.
Look, I was gonna say, hey, look, it's rotting flesh on a cross. Happy Zombie Jesus Day. What the fuck are you doing? Like, no.
It's Easter every day when he's on NXT.
Should he come out tossing bunnies and Cadbury cream eggs to the crowd when there is a crowd?
Oh.
What in the ungodly phenomenal fuck is going on?
Honestly, it's terrible naming convention. It's bad. It's bad writing from bad creators.
now
Yes.
and now Johnny and Candace are just completely not only heel turned, but like just fucking psychotic. Did this crazy like promo where they were talking about their love, and then everything would go black and white, and they'd be like, "And while I sat here and sacrificed, piles of crap were getting over me, and I lost out because of blah 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 scumbags."
Oh my
like,
God.
Okay, Joker and Harley.
Listen,
please shut the fuck up.
they're doing the Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis story,
Yes,
but
just about to say. But
oh
but
my God.
even
Oh
more
my
twisted.
God.
Next thing you know, Candace is going to be pregnant, and Rusev's the father. What?
You mean Miro?
Yes, that guy.
Yes, yes.
It's Miro Day. What?
It can get over.
I'll sing it for him if he wants. Just bring me to AEW. I could use the money.
Won't get over it unless Aiden's the one singing it.
Shut the fuck up, you fat
Like, yo,
fuck.
Tony, if you're listening, just cut me the check, introduce me to Penelope Ford right quick and Anna Jay, and I got you. That's all we need. Oh, was he saying something? I wasn't even paying attention.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Good answer. Number one answer. I'll just clang. I don't know where the sound effect is. But yeah, if Tony says this could be the best, pre-tape Dynamite, I'm excited. I want to be excited for NXT, but the more I watch, the more I'm like, what are they doing?
I can't believe they're doing that shit with Gargano and Candace.
No,
Look, you find
give 'em-
someone that can't get something over, give it to someone else you think that will.
right? Oh, well, we just cut this couple, and we had this storyline, and we're not using it, so let's just give it to Johnny and Candace and say, fuck it. Creative. Really.
Gargano was one of the best baby faces ever.
Stupid idea. Bad.
Like they took their best heel and made him a baby face, and they took their best baby face and they made him a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I think someone's trying to steal my car. I keep.
Yeah.
What's that beeping noise?
Listen to the baby monitor.
Oh, I got you. I was gonna say my perimeter defenses are going off. I'll be right back.
The dinosaurs are loose.
The zombies are coming. It's a frog. Run, Bruce.
That's fucked up.
I'm kidding, homie. I'm kidding. Calm down. Relax. Woos up. Woos up.
Release the raccoons.
I lost a headphone doing that for you. Deep breath. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Why the fuck is Dom bothering me? All right. So we're gonna hit this wheel one more time. See what we come up with. Ah, yes. We finally get to discuss it. I finally get to pop this again. This topic is all about the
'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite.
tournament. Bruce is like, damn it. Do it again.
Jose knows nothing about that music.
Sure.
If you don't know AC/DC, you're like in utero, because everybody.
Seriously.
I've
My
seen
parents had that record when I was growing up.
I've seen 6-year-olds listening to Highway to Hell. I'm like, really?
They've got
Okay.
really good parents.
Even my immigrant parents had these albums, so
Whoever those parents are, you're doing it right. My kid was running around singing that song, and he can barely talk. So, because I'm TNT, I'm like, yes!
that's gonna be stuck in my fucking head.
All right, Jose.
Ugh.
What are your thoughts on the rest of the TNT tournament?
We're gonna get Cody versus Dustin.
You think we're gonna get Cody versus Dustin and not Lance?
Yep.
Nah. I mean, I know. Again, in wrestling, you never say never, but Cody and Dustin have talked about their last match at Double or Nothing over and over and over, and they've said they will never do it again. Like, they got it right.
But if Dustin's
Doing
serious
better.
about him losing his next match and it being his last match, I see him wanting his last match to be his brother.
Well, that was against Sabian.
I was gonna say, according to Dustin, he said if he couldn't beat Kip Sabian, he wasn't gonna wrestle anymore. He didn't say if he didn't win the tournament. He said if he couldn't beat Kip, he beat Kip, and now he's moving on to face Lance Archer, where Cody is getting the rematch with Darby Allin for the third time now.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way because I want to see it, because when those two get together, it's fucking art. So I'm excited for that. It's been brewing ever since they had that tag match, and at the end of it, like Darby just turns around and cold cocks Cody. I've been looking forward to that rematch. I actually picked both sides of the bracket correctly so far, so I'm sticking with my pick for the finals of Cody and Archer.
I want to see Darby versus Dustin.
Ooh.
That's what I want to see.
If we could somehow genetically engineer a baby of those two, they would actually have a full painted face.
Wow.
I don't know if you knew that, but science has proven. One side would be all, white and skeleton-like. The other side would be Darth Maul.
Yeah. Besides that,
Right?
I want to see Darby
On that
versus
note.
Dustin. I want to see Darby versus Dustin, and with Darby taking the title, only because he's been there since day one, and he's fucking earned that title and earned the opportunity to carry a title in the company. Dustin doesn't need one. Lance has been there 2 minutes.
Man, I have to say, there was a moment where in that match with Sammy where he pulled Sammy's boot off and had him by the foot
What the fuck?
and was biting his damn foot. I was like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be on Sonny's fan page.
Bro, that's some Jake the Snake shit.
That's some go to Sonny's fan page and you'll see some foot fetish shit, not AEW Dynamite.
That's a different kind of foot fetish, sir. That's a different kind of foot
gross.
fetish.
I don't care how you do it. I don't care who's doing it. That's gross. Feet are fucking nasty. That's gross. I do not put feet anywhere near mouths. There is a disease named after it. There's a reason. Ew.
But no, I get feet, but if that's your thing, Grandma Wendy don't judge. I think for everybody.
Do you? But just not me.
Just don't tell us.
No, the reason he pulled the boot off was he was trying to really torque the ankle a little bit more, and obviously if you get it out of the boot, it's gonna wobble, so you can pull and crank and do whatever. But that part I was okay with. The part where he was foot in mouth, I was like, oh, Darby, even for you, that's
kind of gnarly.
I know you've done some crazy shit, but this is the worst thing you've ever done.
Gross.
It was pretty nasty, but I enjoyed the hell out of the match. I mean, even Sammy busted Darby open. It was great.
Dude, why would they use a fucking fiberglass ladder in that match?
I don't know.
It's all that was
There's
available,
no give.
man.
There's no give.
None at all.
Dude, Sammy bounced, Darby bounced, the ladder bounced, no break, no give, no nothing. No. That shit hurt.
Jericho was amazing on that spot. Jericho was amazing.
No, he was amazing all night.
The whole night he was great.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's typical.
I saw that, and I think, I might have actually recorded audio of my reaction to Sammy hitting that ladder and them just bouncing, and that was just oh, that hurt. Oh god. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh god, somebody put me in traction. Somebody pray for Dom because he's been injured watching AEW Dynamite. Hit it, Sarah.
I think that is the first time I've ever seen a fiberglass ladder actually be used.
I think it is, yeah.
It was probably Darby's idea, the crazy ass.
Oh,
most likely.
Because he took the brunt of it. That's why. He's like, fiberglass ladder. That's good shit. Let's use it.
Okay, he's not Vince McMahon. If anybody's Vince McMahon in AEW, it's Brody Lee. Okay? and Brody Lee does Vince McMahon better than Vince McMahon. So I couldn't help myself. I had to go there. Yeah, that just looks so damn painful. I was amazed that Aubrey, who was reffing it, didn't just hop out of the ring and give one of the X sign and get EMTs down and all that, because ow. And it probably Jose's right. It probably was Darby's idea because he is.
Oh hell yeah, he's a
crazy
definitely.
bitch.
He's fucking nuts.
I mean, there are only 3 truths in this world: death, taxes, and Darby's a crazy son of a bitch.
yeah.
But it's been, you got to admit, these tournament matches have actually been like a restaurant quality, top notch all the way through. I wasn't even that high on like Kip versus Dustin to begin with because I was like,
That match turned out fucking awesome.
And it ended up being a great match.
It was a good match, yeah.
You know,
that's so funny. As you guys mentioned the fiberglass, and I'm scrolling through the IG. Here's Sammy Guevara's Insta, if you can see it.
Oh yeah, jumping onto the fucking ladder,
flying through the air at Darby.
Love it.
Oh, I can still feel it. Pray for me,
bastard.
Pray for me and
Spanish
MJ.
God.
Fucking nuts.
Oh, just
love it.
Oh.
Jose turned heel on Sammy like Big Show does every 2 days.
You know, there's a simple reason that he turned on Sammy, and it goes back to the old half-baked thing, because he's Cuban, me!
Nobody likes like Cuban, apparently.
I have to keep the movie quotes going, because it seems like every one of these episodes, we end up with like some movie.
We find some way to fit it in.
We always put it in there somehow.
Who's coming with me?
Who's coming with me?
Wendy, you're coming with me.
Wendy, you like want to be my girlfriend? I'm a lesbian. Yeah, I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's
Yeah.
that like? Yeah.
I'm sorry, Butternut. Buttercup. 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 I'm sorry.
No, man. Poor fucking horse.
I need a baggie out of me.
When times are hard, I pick up that card with the smiley face.
So, what's next on that wheel?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think we've got enough quotes. Let's hit the wheel. Whammy! Fuck! No, I'm kidding.
Hell.
The next category is it's actually an interesting one for once.
Yes.
Guy. EC3 the third. Because we obviously, like Bruce said, we had TNA EC3. We had WWE NXT EC3. Now we've got the reborn EC3. And he finally got rid of that whacked ass haircut too. I was like, good. Now he's rocking one of my.
He's like a badass now.
He really does.
He really does, yeah.
He's got some amazing promo videos that he's put out on Twitter. He's got the countdown clock going, like only 82 more days and 6 hours and 57 seconds. I'm like, ah! But I did, in one of his promos, I heard him actually call out MJF. And I'm wondering if this is when MJF decided he was injured. You know?
He is injured, fucker. It's very serious.
I didn't mean to be like,
threatening.
God, yes. He's got months of rehab, fuckface.
Another moment of silence for MJF. I apologize. I'm wrong.
God. Pray for MJF.
Please pray.
So insensitive.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so sorry.
Weird.
But yeah, I want to know basically, what do you think of the new reborn EC3 the third? And I mean, is there any doubt that he'll end up in AEW at this point after calling out MJF?
Wendy, what do you got for us?
I have no doubt. I definitely think. I mean, very minimal. Let me change that. I have like very minimal, like really tiny, like
a speck.
like itty bitty. Yeah. Very minimal doubts that's where he'll end up. Yeah.
I mean,
he called out MJF. There's a chance he's starting something there. Unless they start something elsewhere, which I highly doubt. So we'll see.
I'm picturing like that ECW and ECW. I'm sorry. Again, I said Dudley, so now it's on the brain. I'm picturing like EC3 and MJF feuding, and like new EC3 is trying to get rid of someone that reminds him of the old EC3.
Oh yeah.
Fucking storyline in itself, like just that little smidgen, is gold.
Well, in that promo, he said that everyone compared him to MJF and called him a knockoff, called EC3 a knockoff of MJF.
Mm-hmm.
But he was also talking about how he was the top, how he supposedly was the top 1%, and it was something that he imitated and could never be, and was warning MJF that like this is the same path you're going down, and I'm here to take you off that path. I don't know if that means joining up with him or if that means feuding with him, but either way, it was fucking genius.
Super Dynasty.
Dynasty's
Bring in Hammerstone. Huh?
Oh,
The Dynasty's coming.
Oh, man.
It's going to be Wardlow. It's going to be MJF. It's going to be EC3 and Hammerstone.
If Alex Hammerstone ends up in AEW, I'm going to do like 19 backflips. I love that fucking guy. I mean, he is probably one of the best outside of the big companies doing it right now. It doesn't matter. Like you see him defending the Hammerstone Invitational title right now because it's already been 9 times. He can call it whatever he wants. I mean, he has matches with guys that are smaller than him, guys that are the same size as him, and he just looks amazing no matter what. Like he can pull off, high flying lucha stuff. He can pull off the big man, routine. He can do it all.
One of the best drop kicks in the business.
Yes,
Okada.
He has like an Okada level drop kick, and he outweighs Okada by like 60 pounds. It's ridiculous. And if you follow us at Top Rope WT on Twitter, he's a hell of a fucking guitar player too.
and he can even pull off the Hogan stash.
I was gonna say he's got some majestic facial hair.
He's got the Hogan stash right now.
He had the stash, and it was perfect. But all he needed to do was take like some clippers and buzz a cul-de-sac right here. And then, like Hogan.
Let's hope not.
Don't do it. I'm just saying.
Someone told him because he posted the picture on Twitter and it just said brother, and someone said you need to keep that when you can get back in the ring, and he goes hell no.
Hell no.
He's got just a mustache now.
Oh, he's got just a mustache now?
Yeah.
He's got the Joey Ryan mustache now.
I was going to say,
he's got pretty good, though.
He's almost got the Colonel Sanders look going on, like he wants to be in the commercial next for KFC.
God, no, because that's a WWE thing. Fuck, no. Stay away.
I'm just saying.
Are you trying to say you want Hammer in WWE?
Fuck no. Fuck no. They would totally just look at Karrion Kross. There's my answer. Fuck no.
You know what I just thought of for AEW? Fucking dumbass. Remember when a couple of weeks ago when they said he's coming?
Mm-hmm.
And they showed the outlook and we were all guessing, saying it was Cage, saying it was this guy, saying it was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen next week.
Oh. Hammerstone next week? Oh. I'm telling you, 19 backflips. I love the guy. I love him. Follow him on Twitter. Catch up on his matches. See what if you don't know.
Somebody's showing up.
It needs to be Hammer time in AEW. That's all. I know they have some big men now.
We know what's the guy that's coming. So here we go.
But I think we need that big man in AEW because he is probably like no other big man.
Dude, bro. Fuck yeah.
Bro.
All right, don't get too excited. We don't know yet. Don't be the kid on Christmas, man. Don't do it again.
It's gonna be Flip.
But at the same time, if it's Hammerstone, it's like, oh,
bro.
Yes.
Yep.
He said it's gonna be Flip.
And they're gonna call him Flip Gunderson or something.
No, they can still call him Flip Gordon.
I know. I'm just kidding.
It goes back. And I can see Cody's in the middle of the ring and be like, he turns around and looks at everybody and be like, who the fuck hired this guy?
And it'll be Kenny Omega, just like on BTE where he hired Marty Jannetty thinking it was Marty Scurll.
He'd be like,
my bad again, guys.
what the fuck are you doing here?
He called. I was playing Street Fighter. I wasn't really paying attention. I signed him to a 10-year deal.
We hired Marty Jannetty. That was awesome.
I so wanted to see Marty Jannetty show up once in a ring and be like, "Where's Kenny? He said I had a job." Just once, that's all. Oh god, but yeah, I'm actually excited going back. I'm actually excited about EC3. Regardless of where he shows up, I think it's going to be AEW. But regardless, this
It'd be
whole
great if it was
campaign
AEW.
where he's reborn and he's put himself out there on Twitter, I'm like, yes. Like again, you see this stuff happening, you're thinking, why couldn't they have done that over here?
Because they didn't want to.
Obviously,
Bad create.
stupid idea.
I still hope that AEW has a new version of the Radicals. That's what I'm hoping
That'd be
for.
cool. I'd be all in on that too.
I'd be down for that.
I don't want a giant invasion. I don't want fucking 10
No.
out of 12 of those fucking people that got cut showing up.
All
I
these
want Zack Ryder, EC3, Rockstar Spud, and Miro all to show up as their version of the
That'd be cool.
Radicals.
That would be great.
all these people just to put it out there because I have to. All these people who keep talking about invasion angles at AEW, if you think that shit works, go back to like 2000 or 2001 and look at the invasion of like WCW and ECW and WWE, and you tell me if that shit worked. I can already do it. Didn't.
It has to be done like the NWO was done, or like how the Radicals were when they first came out.
But I mean, like I'm talking about like a full scale invasion where just another promotion comes in, and honestly, like NWO only worked.
Well,
so
that
much,
would only be if WWE or AEW owns the other promotion.
Right, but that's the thing. Like even NWO only worked for so long, and then they just kept trying to bring new life to it and new angles, and it just got worse. So at best, it'll work for a while, and then you got to come up with something else. But if you're doing like a full-scale invasion where all these people who were fired end up in one promotion, it doesn't work. It never did.
If you actually stop and look at the list of the members of the NWO, like you're like, holy shit, they actually only had like 5 top stars and a bunch of fucking jobbers.
But at one point, at one point, the NWO was so big, you wondered who the hell was in WCW anymore, because everybody was rocking the NWO. Either they were the black and white or the black and red, and WCW had like 3 guys, and the rest of the roster was NWO something.
Or to the point where it was like, why am I watching? This should be NWO Nitro.
Because it was like there was the NWO,
it wasn't.
And the LWO. Then WCW brought back the BWO. There was all kinds of
world orders.
But there was nothing left of WCW.
None.
It was ridiculous. So eventually, like, it'll work for a while if you do it like that with a few people, but then you better come up with something afterwards. Like who was it? TNA when they did Aces and Eights.
It worked. Dude, I'm sorry. That was such an underrated fucking angle.
It really was.
True.
It was.
True.
It worked for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they started bringing other people in, and it kind of, so you have to like strike, let it happen, let it play itself out, and then kind of like move on, or just keep the group original. Because once you start adding, everybody to the clique that's invading, it doesn't make any sense anymore.
They did an NWO. Yeah. But the one thing that stands out to me is I remember how Aces and Eights had like the face mask, had the mask, but they had like the skulls on the bottoms and stuff like that. I remember them coming out with those, and I was in another wrestling group at the time, and I was talking to my buddy, and he was a huge Shield friggin' mark, and I think it was SummerSlam or WrestleMania or one of those, and I was like, you fucking watch. Those motherfuckers are going to copy Aces and Eights and come up with those masks. And those motherfuckers came out with a half mask just like the Aces and Eights. I said, told you, motherfucker. I told you.
By the way, Aces and Eights were ready for Rona long before it got here. Long before.
That was such a really good friggin' faction.
I wish we could all get together and put those masks on with like some plaid shirts and biker vests and just be Aces and Eights walking down the street. Like clothes, mask. Get the leathers going.
Mine will say Bobby.
Bobby. Mine will say Yellow Jacket.
Psycho.
Grandma.
They'd have a girl with a walker on the back, but like the old lady's in like a little teeny string bikini. Grandma.
It'll be a walker with two aces of spade cards on the side of
Right?
it.
That I want to see so fucking bad.
8 balls for wheels. I mean pool balls, not the. Just be clear. All right, so we have one topic left. We might have a few. We're actually hitting an hour. Should we do this?
Jose,
Yeah.
you gonna get yelled
Okay.
Are you guys gonna get in trouble?
Do we need to clear this
Me?
with your wives?
at? No, I'm good. It's just my
She
kids
looks-
are already in bed. That's all.
Oh, no, I'm good. Okay, so I'm not even going to spin the wheel. The last topic is title changes, and it was brought up by our lovely, helpful admin friend from across the pond, Hope, who Jose had the blue troll for. Hopefully, she'll watch this episode. and she asked if we had the choice to swap out a current champion in WWE, who would we take out and who would we make the current champion instead?
Well, I'd give the Universal title back to Bray.
Well, that's the obvious one.
I would strip the New Day and give the titles to the rightful owners, which are the Usos. I would give the Viking Raiders back their fucking tag titles.
Wow, you take them from the Profits.
They've become a joke since they got to the main roster. They're a fucking
Oh, yeah.
comedy act.
They're basically what
Um,
NXT superstar becomes when they hit WWE. I would actually, the obvious one is I'd give Shayna Baszler the Raw Women's Championship, which I think is
Yes.
going to make Wendy love me.
Agreed.
Now,
I agree too.
in a little bit of a bold, far-fetched move, I get Rhea Ripley to come to SmackDown and beat the crap out of Karen and take that title.
I can see that.
I agree with that one.
actually.
I would love to see that. That would be the only thing. And then, since we're on women, I'd also let Io Shirai take out Charlotte Flair and take that NXT title.
Yes.
Because Homegirl deserves it.
The only reason why she hasn't left yet is because she can't get back home right now.
Exactly. More or less. But I would love for her to be the one to just take out Charlotte, take her down a peg, hold that NXT Women's Championship up. Especially with Candice going crazy now and saying she's going to push herself to the front of the line. It just feels like a natural feud that you could just reignite. And you don't have to do much in this day and age of pre-tapings and no crowds. So It makes perfect sense. My logic is undeniable. What about how about either Sammy as Intercontinental Champion or Andrade as US Champ? Does anybody want to switch one of those out?
I actually like Sammy as IC champ.
Yes, me too.
I wish
I'm
they'd
not bothered by
wrestle.
that one.
I'd like to see him wrestle more and be less of this sissy ass gimmick.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I hate that they're making him a complete bitch ass, but besides
We know
that,
he can go.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let him go. It's that simple. How about Andrade? As much as I like seeing Zelina Vega, because damn.
or as my TV likes to call him, Andretti.
Andretti. How about Android? Anybody got anyone on Android? Anyone?
Andretti? What y'all got on Andretti?
Honestly, I'd like to give the U.S. title to Matt Riddle right now. Or Keith Lee.
Ooh.
Keith
Lee. I'd give it to Lee.
Keith Lee.
If it weren't one of them, if they were just going with roster guys, I'd say Aleister Black. Because he and Andrade had some matches up in NXT, so that you get some gold there too. If you didn't want to bring somebody up, I'd say just have Aleister Black kick his head off and take the U.S. title and take Zelina.
No.
It's his wife.
No.
No,
Aleister Black doesn't need
Keep
that.
them
That'll-
separate.
no, and
Yeah.
I like the separation of the two.
Okay, but either way, gotta give Black the title. Let him kick the head right off Andrade, who hasn't defended that title in what now, 2 or 3 months.
He's been hurt.
Hurt. Hurt. Even can't get past that weed tax, huh, Andrade? I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? No filter.
No, they don't suspend anybody for weed no more. They just fine them.
Yep.
It's
Okay,
other
and-
shit they
and
suspend them for.
Yeah, I like Bruce's idea. Either give the SmackDown Tag Team Championships to the Usos or back to Miz and Morrison, because Morrison damn near died defending those titles, and then Miz loses them in a singles match after the fact. I kind of felt bad for him. So if they get him back, I wouldn't be too mad either. Raw
splitting
tag
them up.
Raw tag team titles. I know this is probably going to infuriate somebody, but Ricochet and Sid.
Shut the fuck up. You're the one that talks about makeshift fucking tag teams all the time. Now you want to give the title.
If you've been watching Raw, they've actually gelled. They're wearing matching outfits. They're pulling tandem offense. They're looking good. I'd probably take them over the Street Profits at this point because, like you said,
but hold the fucking phone, hypocrite. You talk about makeshift, put together fucking tag teams of singles wrestlers that are killing the tag division and you were just talking about the New Day being that. What's Cedric Alexander and Ricochet? A makeshift tag team, just like Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins.
Let's be honest. If we're gonna have makeshift tag teams, we might as well have a good one. They're a good goddamn tag team together. Wendy will back me up on this.
Named after you, and they're called One Way.
I don't know, man. You're over there thinking in Sith terms, so I can't. Not everything is absolute. If the New Day already fucked it up, and we've already had this many, we might as well have a good one that might actually stay together. Because those guys,
they had a name for that tag team, though.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
They do need one, by the way.
They're gonna get let go before anything good happens to them. They're too small and they're not WWE made.
Those are the guys that Paul Heyman wanted to push. Vince McMahon said no singles push, fuck you. So Paul put them together as a tag team because that was the only way he could push them.
In the WWE world, they're too small to win any titles.
Well, it doesn't mean they can't. I mean, in the WWE world, Kofi should have never been WWE champ, but he was.
Yeah, but he's
way too small. He was actually more believable back in his earlier days when he was actually a little bit more buff and cut, and now he's rocking, gummy worm hair, and Brock done beat his ass in 8 seconds, but he had that title for like 8 months going into that. He should have never had it, but he did. So it opens things up. If this is the direction you're going to go in, then use
makeshift tag teams.
If this is where you're going to go with it, then go with it. But at least give us something that's worth watching, instead of a bunch of idiots with, I'm an idiot with a unicorn. Do I belong in a WWE ring? No. Neither do the New Day with their junk cakes coming out of their crotch and fucking.
But they're legitimate tag team.
In 8-year-old,
they're legitimate tag. They're legitimate. They've been together for like 7-8 years. If that doesn't legitimize someone as a team, I don't know what does. And look, I'm even sticking up for the fuckers, and I don't like them.
That's true. He doesn't, and yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna create other legit tag teams the same way, these are the guys to do it with.
Don't need to create them. Use the ones you fucking got.
They don't have any.
Yes, they fucking do.
They got Viking Raiders, Street Profits, and Barbecue Dads are gone. AOP has gone MIA. Who's left? Don't worry. I'll wait.
I can't believe you didn't say his favorite team. Oh my god.
The Usos.
They got Rusev. Hey, Rusev and Lashley could have been dominant. They could have just called their tag team, We Hate Lana.
They still got the B team?
Technically, they never used them. They'll probably get
cut.
But
they're attack. Oh, sorry, no, they're makeshift.
They're not makeshift.
Oh.
They're two singles wrestlers put together. That's a makeshift team.
Yeah, but they've been put together since like Social Outcasts. So they
so same with the New Day. They're not makeshift.
They were.
So was the B team.
Okay, and they kind of sucked. At least Sid and Ricochet don't suck. And again, like I said, all the tag teams on Raw are pretty much gone. These guys can't get pushed in singles matches because or any other way because Vince thinks they're too small. You don't have tag teams. Vince thinks they're too small. Paul took hand glove and went like this.
End of the year, there's only gonna be one set of tag team belts.
I wouldn't mind that.
Hopefully.
You know what? They need to bring back the original like World Tag Team Championships before all the dual brands, like the ones that the Hart Foundation and Demolition and LOD used to wear. I love those goddamn titles.
I like the ones that Eddie and Chavo had.
I think they were
those were the WWE Championship. You're talking about the ones Raw had, right, Dom? The world title ones?
Yeah, they had the world title, and then they broke off and they made like a blue version for SmackDown.
Yeah,
Those kind of thing. Those, I love those. They were so cool, and then everything they replaced them with has just been like hot Chinatown garbage, as Wendy said.
Penny belts. They got nickels and pennies and shit.
You know, I don't really need tag team titles to look like a giant penny. I don't know, doesn't work for me. And why is this Sparta all of a sudden with the mask, with the helmets on the sides? I don't get it.
They don't fight like they're Spartans or gladiators.
Right? They fight like they should be starring in Half Baked.
Not ready to rumble.
Yeah, they got the nunchucks, the bolos. They be handing out Indian burns. All right, so I guess we've covered all that. I definitely Universal title. I'm with Bruce. Give it back to the Fiend. He should have never lost it. Fuck that. Nothing against Braun.
What about the women's tag team title?
They still have those?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nikki and
Bliss and Cross
and Alexa.
I like
tag teams.
Honestly, you could keep them with Nikki and Alexa, or you could give them back to Kabuki Warriors. And either way, I'm not gonna be mad.
As long split the Kabuki Warriors.
As long
the Sky Pirates.
That would be cool too. As long as we don't see Karen and Smurfit Six Head come in and take those tag titles back, I'm good with it. I love the Kabuki Warriors. I really like Bliss and Cross. They've kind of come a long way as a team. So either one of them is fine. I can't knock what they're doing there. The rest of
I would like to
needs to be overhauled.
I want to see. I know this is a makeshift tag team and it's gonna fucking bend Dom in fucking half because he's the only one allowed to make them. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler win the tag titles.
Ooh, wow!
I would love that.
I would too.
Lady Boner. I would love it.
No, you need to make them like double champs because they need to be Raw. Women's tag champs, and then
double champs. I don't know.
Shayna takes out Becky. Rhea takes out Karen. So when they walk in, they the women's title on one shoulder, and they got the tag title. That would be dope. I would love that. That would just be because they're that dominant where they could win. They could both be sporting 2 belts, and you'd be like, yeah, I see it.
Got it. And Rhea can replace Ronda in the 4 Horsewoman match at WrestleMania.
Oh, that
I'm
wouldn't
good
be
with
bad.
that.
I'd be good with that too. I like it.
Ronda would be so pissed.
Fuck her.
Fuck that bitch.
Word.
She can be mad. She can be mad from a couch all she wants. Okay.
She can go grumble with the roosters in her.
She's the one that
backyard.
fucking left WWE.
I know. You're the one that rolled out, and now you're pissed because they're doing this or they're doing that. Well, you're not even there, so.
I never thought I would agree with Cornette, but I definitely agreed with Cornette on what he said about her.
No, I'm with you. That was like, no wonder it's raining because I just agreed with Jim Cornette.
Again, it's the end of the world because I'm agreeing with
that
Cornette.
man speaks facts a lot.
That's how we all agree with Jim Cornette and coronavirus came along. Damn you, corn! You put the corn in coronavirus.
Right?
All right, we can go with it.
And I hate to say it, but.
That's the fact, Jack!
All right, I think that's a good point to end the show. Let's toss things over to Bruce and let him give us the social medias. I'll come back with all our podcast crap and then we'll sign off.
Well, you guys can definitely come look us up on Facebook at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. We are a publicly traded Facebook group where we are open to the public. Come join. We will accept you into our fun house. Yes, right there. There. And you can comment all you want, and, everything wrestling related. Join the forums, join our title matches, all this stuff. Just come have fun and enjoy yourself. Be you and talk wrestling. Don't mind Jose. He's a grumpy troll that likes to argue. Don't mind him.
Here.
A lot of facts, but I do.
It's true.
Look, if
Dead
he
ass.
argues with you, just tell him, go fuck yourself and mind your business.
I'll argue with you outside of love.
Onto Twitter, onto our Twitter account, which you can find us at Top Rope WT, right there. Look, you can see it. Woo, right there. You can find us on there. Come join us. We on there. We like to post stuff, random stuff here and there. We follow a lot of other wrestling podcasts. Plus, we follow a lot of superstars, or not really superstars, wrestlers. We do follow superstars as well, but we follow a lot of wrestlers.
A lot of wrestlers follow us.
And YouTube, where you're watching us right now at this moment in time, you can find us on YouTube at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell, and comment down below. And please, don't forget to donate to the MJF GoFundMe page for his rehabilitation. Very important. A penny will help. It doesn't matter. It could be a penny or $5 or $20. Please donate.
Please
help MJF get better. Dom, please give us the podcast platforms.
All right, so you can find us pretty much wherever podcasts are enjoyed. If that's not good enough for you, our website is One Stop Shopping, and that's anchor.fm/TRWT. Our website will pop up all our episodes except YouTube exclusive content. Wink, wink. Will show up. You can listen to us there if you'd like, or if you look at the top of the page, you're going to see a bar with all our platforms, which is pretty much every platform. If you can't find something that you're listening to, let me know and I will hook it up. And last but not least, this show and a few other shows are now a Fox Den production, which is my lovely company. And that can be found at anchor.fm/FoxDen, FOXDEN. Don't capitalize it. Don't space it. Nothing. You'll see, I think I actually started posting our podcast from this show there. We've got Drunk Upon a Time. We've got Mutant Rejects. There's a couple other shows in the works. It's starting to become a lot of entertainment in one place. So if you got time to kill and you're wondering what to do and you're like, oh shit, I like wrestling and nerd stuff, and are these guys actually drunk talking shit and making me laugh? Wow, this is great. It's a lot of stuff. Come find us, come listen, come enjoy, and leave us some comments, whether it be on the production company pages or here at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Give us some ratings, give us some questions, come to our groups. Get involved with us so that we know what to bring to you in part 7. And for Latina Heat, the hater clown, the founder and creator and semi-majestic one with that trim beard, I'm the Psycho, and we will catch you next.
Wendy's sad.
Peace, y'all.
Pray for MJF.
Deuces. Pray for MJF. Please. Donate. Please. Help him in his recovery to get him back to the squared circle. Get him back to his freaking glory.
Save his career.
Salt of the earth.
Save his career.